Gotta go. Girl talk.
Boom! Hard in, folks.
Hard in.
Hard in.
How
Welcome.
you doing, Ryan?
Oh my God, I'm doing great. I get to come on here. We get to talk about some of my work tonight. A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Many of you may not know this about Ryan, but he is in the popcorn business.
Dude, okay. If you go onto if anyone follows me on Instagram and has ever looked at my profile, it has said, enjoys popcorn and chips.
Oh, it's on brand.
Both of those are facts.
Does popcorn mean the same thing in Canada as it does in the States?
I don't see why.
Or do you guys have like a chips, French fries kind of thing?
I think we only refer to it as chips when we say fish and chips.
Oh, yeah, same. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's really it. It's like when you guys call back bacon Canadian bacon for whatever reason.
Oh, it's from the back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called back. Yeah. Did you think it was just from Canada?
So do you
Canadian
call
pigs?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
actually. Kind of. I mean, it's like round, right? It's like
like Canada. Like
I thought it was just like you guys putting your own spin on like poutine on French fries.
Yeah, and a specific type of cheese curd as well, right?
So do you call our bacon front bacon?
No, we just call it bacon. Like it's bacon and back bacon. For whatever reason, you guys call it Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Americans are weird. Like, we should tariff bacon, because that's where bacon came from. Again, from Canada. That's what we should do. That's just how we're gonna have to do it. You wouldn't even know what bacon was if it was for Canada. That's so sad.
Welcome to Bacon City tonight. I'm getting hungry with all this talk of bacon, but maybe I should say hello to the chat.
Oh, and yeah, Alex is gonna do it today. This is
where
gonna be
we
the best.
keep yammering on about breakfast treats.
Oh, I love treats.
So we got the culture vulture in the house. We had him at Adam West. Yeah, we're gonna talk some Adam West tonight. We've got Andrew Gady's Toys. You had me at Sex Toy Herbie.
Also, shout out to Andrew Gady's Toys. Happy Pride Month.
Yes, yeah, happy Pride. Johnny Cock, good evening, citizens of Gotham. Let's get this party started. Chad Stewart, hello. Just keeping it nice and simple. Video Power Gaming, we talking Mondo Real Ghostbusters. We'll leave that to the professionals over at Toy Anxiety and YHS, But
yeah, we don't maybe neither one of us have one to unbox or talk about. So
we'll Ryan doesn't have one to unbox.
Oh, did you get one already?
I mean, I respect the community. That's my answer to that. Some of us have to. Let's see. Oh, Gotham City Tonight is in the chat. Ghostbusters, Craig is on. Oh, you've already handled the comments. Janine. I don't know how you say that. How you say that name? Matt Bush. Evening all. But which Janine indeed? Throw a comment in the chat if you've got a favorite Janine that you may or may not want to see in toy form sooner rather than later. I'm talking color schemes. There's a lot of different color schemes out there. I'm talking versions. Just let it be known. Luis Ballesteros, Hola desde Mexico. There we go.
See,
we'll get it someday. We'll get Doralaxin, the one with red hair. Okay, I assume he's talking about Janine. Or maybe there's another Herbie popcorn bucket that I'm unaware of. Let's see. Make Mine Marvel Legends. Good evening, all. Welcome. Flash. Detroit Dave. Let's go. Flash 739. Good evening. Doell and Dolarians.
Oh.
I guess I'm the Dolarian in this. And DeLoreans. Why don't we say good evening to DeLoreans while we're at it? Derek Hoover, who I feel like I should say Derek Uva. I mean, I don't know if you're British, but that's how everyone says your name apparently. And Skylar Davis, and the Ginger Jedi. Speaking of red hair, and so on and so forth. We've got a super chat from Johnny Cock. Doell. Did you see the trailer for Marvel Tokon or Tokon fighting spirits? We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we see it? I don't know. Yeah. That's yeah, we saw it. We're definitely going to talk about it. We're going to do some listing. Do you guys like it when we list? Because you're about to get it.
Yeah.
You're about to get it for sure. I love how people are calling it Marvel versus Marvel. It's like, I'm actually cool with that. I've been kind of wanting a straight up Marvel fighting game. As much as I love Chun-Li, I love Ken, Ryu, I'm listing again.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Cammy, Zangief.
I love all those characters. I love all.
By the way,
characters.
is it Zangief or Zangief?
I always
where do you stand on that?
I say Zangief.
I like to say Ryu, not Ryu, as some.
Yeah, Ryu.
It's
Ryu.
Say. Ryu.
That's how you would say it if you were in Japan. He's Japanese. Say it correctly.
Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all here for a Marvel, just a straight Marvel fighting game. I mean, it is the aesthetic of a Marvel versus Capcom kind of game, more or less.
It's 2D. It's beautiful.
Is it 2D? It's 3D, right?
Well, it's 3D backgrounds, but it's like it's rendered to look. It's rendered to look 2D.
Yeah, it's like cell shaded and that sort of thing.
It's 2D in the same way Penny Parker is 2D in Spider-Verse, right? Like it's rendered to look that way. And
wait, she's 3D in that movie?
Do you not know?
This is an inside scoop from the man who would know.
Yeah, but we do have 2D animators on those movies, but she is not. She's just rendered to look 2D. But no, we'll get into it, but I like that it's just a straight up Marvel fighting game. And that means they can just fill it with more Marvel characters. And I'm excited about that. We're also going to talk about these popcorn buckets, as we were saying earlier, and our lead story tonight. I pulled out this magazine because I felt like it's like, have I read this? And you were saying how much you loved the opening slogan there, Penguin giving them the bird.
Yeah.
It's a very YouTube headline. This was from Comic Scene magazine. This was a special edition magazine they came out with back in '92. It's got a big fold out poster of Catwoman.
Oh,
in there.
damn.
Still in there. As you can see, there's a thing on Marvel cards here too, on the X-Men cards.
Oh, sick.
There's a big write-up on it about this is great. We'll get into this one too. The trading is hot. X cards. And they're talking about like how are Marvel cards the next form of currency.
They're not wrong.
Well, to us it is.
I don't know if it's the next form, but it is a form.
It is a form of currency for sure.
We got a super chat here from Video Power Gaming. Speaking of video games, which games do you plan to beat Mad Hatter and Doell?
It's funny how Video Power Gaming has been using myself and Hatter to create content for his Instagram. God bless him. Because he's been going through all our videos and just finding clips. It doesn't matter what game it is. I'm going to kick Hatter's ass. And as you can see, I'm just going to give him content. I can't remember. Does Hatter even still play video games? Does he even know how to hold a joystick? That's not his own,
Oh.
Does he know what he can do? Really? Well, I think first off, we have one big problem about doing this, which I've noticed. None of the barcades have the arcade games that we're looking for. Like,
sounds like a likely excuse.
no, it's like, well, I've been looking.
we could give everyone, the
I-
show of their lives if
I
it were the
told
right
Hatter that
games.
if we can't find an arcade that has the games we're looking for, we're gonna have to find a way to live stream it, because I do have it I have X-Men, the 6-player arcade game for my Xbox 360, right? So we can do it there, or and then Marvel vs. Capcom 2, you can like get it on like all the systems, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like that one's
But
easy.
it'd be nice if it could be an
It'd be nice to be able to do it together in the same room in an arcade.
I think you guys will just have to actually street fight if you can't find.
I think that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to actually fight. But I grew up on a farm. He grew up in New York.
So it's anyone's guess.
It's anyone's game here. Right? But I really want to do it. And I'm also finding this out too. Something I was not prepared for when I said I was going to go to San Diego was all the invites to after parties and shows and events.
Oh.
And I was not prepared for that, because now there's like, well, we all got to go to
This sounds like a little bit of a humble brag from
well, you're going to be at one of them anyways as well, because I think we're going to Fantastic Four on Friday. I think YHS was like, because they said, we got tickets for Thursday. And I was like, well, I can't do Thursday. I got to go to the Her Universe fashion show. I've got friends that are in the fashion show. I've got to go support my friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to be a guy. That's why I said Friday. But you all of a sudden decided, again, this is just like planning for Japan, right?
Yeah.
Where I was like, hey, I'm going to be doing this and this and this if you want to join me. They do the same thing, but on different days because they ignore me once again. So
it's got a busy schedule.
Hey, I'm important. And just like Andor, if anyone has seen Andor, I am very much like Andor in the sense that I have friends everywhere. I have people to see. I have things to do.
This is Cassian Andor we're talking about?
This is Cassian Andor. Yeah.
I mean,
right?
People may not know, but SDCC, the D stands for Doell.
Right. That's true. I don't know what the other stuff stands for.
Sir Doell, chivalrous champion.
Oh, champion. Yeah. Right. See? There we go. Right. Matt Bush gets it. Right. Doell.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a big deal. And it's not that I am, but it's just I have a lot of friends that are going, and again, just like Japan, I've got a lot of friends from a lot of different circles that are all going to be there. Poor Alice is getting dragged along for the ride. Right. And just like Steve 3 also said, and people to not see. There's definitely going to be people there I'm going to be avoiding as well.
Yeah, people cosplaying as the Invisible Woman.
Yeah, that's right. Right? Because like, I don't know when I know Steve will be at the convention at some point. I'm just not sure when he's going. I'm not even sure he knows when he's going, but I'll probably end up seeing Steve at whenever day he goes. I'll be with Steve. You'll find me with Steve 3. Recognize, just print that name, that face in the avatar into your mind. If you see him, you'll probably see me.
You should just make it easy on everyone and get a booth next time, and everyone will just come to you.
Right? That's what I'm thinking too. Next time I'm just gonna get
have a panel.
I should have my own. I don't even know if I'm due. Get this. So Jay didn't put my name down for the panel.
Uh-oh.
Right? That's
the
what I heard.
Toy-Tubers unite?
Yep. So
Sounds
and I told him, I said, this is your only chance you'll ever get me at a panel. So if you don't fix that, I won't be at that panel. I won't even sit at that panel. I will not be there because I'll go to my friend's fashion show. I'll go see Catherine shred her stuff because she's my real friend.
I don't know though how the inner wrestling fan in you could resist crashing a panel that you were not invited to.
Nope.
Just like you're in the rafters.
Hey, guess what?
With white and black makeup on,
I have other things to do. People to see. So don't waste my time. That's what I'm saying. Do not waste my time. I'm flying all the way down from Canada, and it's not even safe for me to be in your country. Right?
Well,
Come on. Let's right? It's like Johnny Cockdole sets his own table when he's not invited. That's half true. That's half true. Right? Yeah. Steve, let's do a panel. I don't know of what. Sure. The D in Mondo booth stands for Doell too. That's correct.
Yeah,
You'll find me there. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun convention anyways, regardless if I'm in that panel or not. So you'll have to stay tuned. You'll have to subscribe to Geek Dad Life. Watch the live stream of that panel. And if you see me, that means he fixed it. If he didn't, and I'm not there.
Watch the rafters.
Watch the rafters. Just
pay
keep
very close attention to any dark areas in the screen.
Don't pay attention to Pixel Dan on the stage. Watch the roof. Right? Katie's Toys puts the D in Marvel Legends. Correct. I do that too. All right. Let's get into this. We're going back in. Got totally sidetracked.
Wait a minute. Real quick. Speaking of Marvel Legends, Ryan, you know the team, the Marvel Legends team.
Yep.
I saw, first of all, amazing. Everything they unveiled was incredible. All the gaming greats, Marvel versus Capcom inspired looks for so awesome. The best Psylocke we've all been waiting for forever. However, and all the Fantastic Four movie figures, the invisible Sue Storm, her invisibility shield. Where was that edge of iridescent light refraction that you and I, that's our legacy, Ryan? How is it not, it's not too late. Like, I think you can make the calls, just like mix in some, kind of like iridescent paint into the plastic. Cause that's our legacy there.
You can see it in the trailers. Why don't they just do it?
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
It's not too late. You gotta make a call, Ryan.
Yeah, let's do it right now. It's only 10:30 at night. I think where Ryan is. We could just
just put up the Ryans from Ryan to Ryan. There's no time zones between Ryans.
I don't think he would answer. He'd probably be like, "Oh God, he's streaming. I'm not."
Like, why is the Invisible Woman shield not multicolored?
Hello?
Who is this?
Yeah. Okay. So again, this is you could tell, I think Comic Scene is made in Europe. It must be. It has to be. Hang on, let's see here. Comic Scene Spectacular. Oh no, it was printed in New York. Either way, this is quite the headline in this Batman thing, because it starts off at the very top. Are the dynamic duo bitter? Adam West and Burt Ward take a look at Batman Returns.
This sounds like gotcha journalism.
Oof. Dude, it is absolutely that. So first they talk to Adam West. He goes off right off the bat. He's taking all of this very personal, by the way. This casting of Michael Keaton. Starts off with, "I don't know why they're trying to kill me," ponders Adam West. No, he's not on the run from the mob. The actor West refers to are Time Warner, owners of Batman trademark and all related properties. And the me he refers to is who else? Batman. But we're talking about the 1966 Batman here. The lavender tights, pow, bam, zonk, zowie. Yes, Commissioner. Batman, the Adam West Batman. A far cry from the black, brooding, violent Avenger played by Michael Keaton on the silver screen in Batman 1989 and Batman Returns 1992. West's small screen was at once whimsical, colorful, and even comical. West wore the trademark cape and cowl in the ABC TV's campy opt art classic Batman from 1966 to 68. philosophical pleasantries aside, West believes both his and Michael Keaton's Batman can indeed coexist in harmony without driving the public to panic and confusion. Says West, Time Warner's memoed attitude or directive is, we don't want to confuse the audience. What?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds super familiar. That kind of shit has not ended.
Yeah.
Right? Like, anyways, Teen Titans and yeah, anyways.
Yep.
Anyways, okay.
Yeah.
What? Michael Keaton's got a plastic rubber muscle suit he runs around in. I've got these funny tights on. Nobody's going to get us mixed up. The merchandising that's really moving is not that dark, sinister sort voodoo doll that should stick pins in and makes chants with. Oof. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, it's our lighter, brighter, more familiar Batman. I think it's more accessible to kids and other people. But never fear, if and when Time Warner finally wises up, West will be poised and ready to bring back his Batman to the big screen. Here we go. Look, West, a hearty 62. Oh, wow, he's only 62. And I guess that's how time works.
This is like 93, right?
Yeah. Right. That's how time works. Amazing. Yeah. Tells comics seem spectacular. When you create a character for the screen and it's successful and you know what you can do with it, to have the opportunity to do it for the big screen, it is in what might be the definitive way. Notice that, okay, to have the production design, the budget, the technology, and the great talent in the production around you. Sure, I want to do it. The actor has even gone as far as to work out a storyline.
Okay.
I have Batman coming out of retirement, West reveals. Bruce Wayne, millionaire philanthropist. I can never say that word. I don't know how Tony Stark does it. Anyway, is now heading Wayne Industries, a very busy guy. And Robin, Dick Grayson, is off as a medical intern playing his guitar and chasing nurses. Okay, well, something happens. And something happens and he has to come out of retirement like Rocky, and we have to get back in shape.
Love it.
Yeah, let's stop there for a second.
A working out montage all of Rocky.
Dude, yes. Right? Let's get that going. Actually, I would not even hate this as an animated movie. I know they did a Batman 66 animated movie forever ago. I shouldn't say forever ago, but I feel like that might have been 20 years by now. And, it's, I find it really funny that he's like, we come out of retirement. And I was like, Batman could still be kicking it in 62, but I get it.
Yeah. But no, also... I mean, I like whatever this pitch is going to be, like, you could do it now with Michael Keaton, like, because like certainly by like, where things went with like current Batman movies, it got so much darker and like that. Now the Tim Burton movies look like cartoonish and campy and comedic in comparison, like
my parents were very like
Adam West movies,
that. Yeah. Like it's what do you think about Dick Grayson, medical intern, playing guitar, chasing nurses?
These feel like very like specific, like Burt Ward is with him in this interview, right? This feels like it may be like joshing. It's very specific. It's very specific, but it's also he's always playing his guitar and chasing the ladies.
Robin, Dick Grayson, what he's known for, I could totally...
He's really into Simon and Garfunkel, playing at every chance he gets.
It's 92, right? I was trying to think, like, when did Wonderwall come out? That was like, what, 94, 95?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, by the time that movie came out, we could have had Robin being like, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Amazing, yes.
Like, and that would have been the hit single to come out of Batman Robin 95. I think
but that is, yeah, but that does, that does track. I feel like the the 1960s Robin probably would have become like a doctor. I think, that seemed like the path he was helping people, upstanding member of the community.
Like in the comics, when he decided when he was training to be a cop and was a cop for a bit, he was doing that to get inside the police force to see what the hell was going on there.
Yeah.
Right. But I think like if Dick Grayson were ever to actually like truly retire, I actually could see him absolutely working in a hospital.
Oh yeah.
Like 100%. I totally could. Quip makes a good point here. Out of shape superhero getting back into shape. Methinks Disney stole.
Oh yeah, right.
First Incredibles movie.
It's true.
Oh
they
man,
did all that.
Yeah,
we got this movie.
We got it. We got it. I like it.
It's gotta be Adam West. Like, I mean, the
like
gags you could do.
You could do. You could do all of it. Okay, and Kevin, I saw your text. I see it. We'll get there. Hang on. Okay. As a child, West read Batman comic books and later drew on Sense Memories to help get a beat on his portrayal on the Caped Crusader. It's really amazing, the actor says. To this day, if I pick up a Batman comic, not so much the new graphic magazines that are so gothic and macabre, sinister and beautifully drawn, but when I pick up a regular Batman comic, I immediately flash back and I go back to that. West refers to Frank Miller's groundbreaking Batman graphic novel, The Dark Knight Returns, as dramatic and wonderfully executed. As an actor, I would love to play that Batman. The demons of alcoholism writhing through his guts. Oof, that's dark. Yeah, for sure. Or even Commissioner Gordon stumbling through the city. That's the kind of stuff an actor wants to get his teeth into. I've done a lot of serious roles too, and I would like to have done that Batman. But that's a whole different Batman, and it's a different kind of arena, isn't it?
That's first of all, that's awesome that Adam West is referencing Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. And it's like, I want to play that movie. Like, amazing. Yeah, that would have been cool to see. Like, And
it's funny how you said like Keaton could do that today, and it's like
100%.
People have either been wanting two versions of Keaton, like either going full DKR or going Batman Beyond.
Right. Yeah.
Right. There's two old Batmans, not one, and they're both very similar in a lot of ways.
I think but also very different. With Keaton, you'd want to see him. I mean, we saw him get back into action in the Flash movies, but I feel like that's where you don't want to see him take a mentor position, because he can still do the Batman stuff. He still looks good in the suit.
Looks good in the suit. I mean, I totally get it. West Coast star in the 1960s Batman TV series was Burt Ward, now 47. Oh, we're all getting up there. I was like, what? No. Okay, anyways. Who played the trusty, holy-ism spouting Robin, the Boy Wonder. Like West, Ward also read comic books as a child and later brought some of those early memories into his portrayal. Mostly Superman and Superboy, which I read well, Burt tells. I did go back a little when I was doing the series and kind of looked again and researched. I took another look at the characters. So he was a Superman, Superboy reader. That's kind of neat. Ward's take on the modern Batman films. Although they spent a ton of money on the great sets and everything, they really focus on the negative, he laments. They focus on the Dark Knight, making Batman just as much of a killer as the Joker. And the sad thing about this is that they really promote this as a children's film. Okay, hang on. We'll go to the next one. Let's read the next paragraph.
He's protesting outside McDonald's with
he's one of those
angry parent groups.
Yeah, for sure. The first film was well done, and certainly Jack Nicholson was brilliant, but it wasn't a children's film. It wasn't Bambi. It was a misrepresentation. And it goes back to the same thing. People who make films will tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you to come to their film. And they don't care about what it does to children who get nightmares from violence. They don't care. All they want is money. So yeah, he was, I don't think he's necessarily, like when they say like, are they bitter? Like in the headline, I actually don't think they're bitter. But I do think they're,
maybe
again,
a tiny bit of bitterness.
Maybe a tiny bit of bitterness.
Sure, with all their big money and their attention,
right?
And their edgy humor.
Yeah. Their massive toy lines.
They don't have heart. They don't have what we had.
Yeah. I didn't need malted plastic to improve my physique. Pure West.
And if we had, Jack Nicholson to work with, it'd be a whole different thing. Like,
yeah. Well, it does. It's like just like Bacon McShiggy, Old Man Yells at Cloud. It definitely has me thinking the Simpsons thing, where it's like the Pure West. And how come Batman doesn't dance anymore? I feel like there's a little bit of truth to that performance.
And I'll tell you what, Hollywood was listening to these guys because the next two movies were kind of like the big budget, over the top campy, more kid friendly Batmans.
Batman Forever did really well in theaters. So whatever you want to say about Joel Schumacher's Batmans, they made a lot of money. So you know what? And then I'll just finish up here. We're almost done the article. Ward may not read comic books anymore, but he's still aware that it is relatively current DC titles. Dick Grayson, the original Robin, has struck it out on his own as himself as Nightwing.
That's cool.
I've known that for years. He says, I know that there are big thing in comics where there was a new Robin. CNN was trying to get me on the air to talk about it. I didn't want to do that because it wasn't the same Robin. It was it was just a publicity hoax to sell more comic books. I disagree with that. But anyways, let me finish. One last thing. Yeah, one last thing. How does Ward come by all this comic trivia? Well, let me tell you, he laughs. When you make a public appearance, believe me, people will come and tell you the color of your shoes or the belt that you wore. I mean, they'll tell you everything. So I guess he finds out everything by doing conventions. But I find it really funny because if you're thinking about 92 and they wanted him to come on recently, this means they're talking about Tim Drake.
Okay.
Right? Because that was a whole like they did what is it? They did like almost like a press conference. They did this like big unveiling. Like I have another Comic Scene magazine, which I would have pulled out, but I've got it framed because I got it signed by Jim Lee because it was my first thing of Jim Lee's that I bought because he did the cover. But there was like a whole like they have pictures of this big press conference of them doing this big unveiling of like the new Robin costume and the breakdowns and what it all does. And
because Robin was supposed to be in the like movies and he kept getting cut from drafts.
But God, I would love to see what a 47-year-old, like you said, slightly bitter. Oh, he'd probably get himself canceled today. I think it's because if they had like Marlon Wayans as Batman, it's just like Batman's supposed to be white, and I could almost see that, right? But it's I'm so curious to how if he would have been totally jaded about that. But I think Burt Ward comes off definitely way more jaded about it than Adam West.
Yeah.
Adam West Adam West to me feels like he's disappointed. Like he seems more disappointed than jaded, right? Where it's like where he's talking about, hey, there's room for both here.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like it is like it's the classic. It's very smart. Like it's like take any news opportunity as a chance to maybe get another project, another job, another, like, call me Hollywood. Like I'm ready to like, to like, put the tights back on. I think there's an opportunity here to like really do something creative that will connect with, maybe the people who've been alienated by these new movies. It's like, it's very smart. It's like, it's the way that like, it's just like that gets ingrained into, actors, like, to think in those terms.
They also see money signs because they're like, Batman's super popular. I was Batman. Let me also ride this wave.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So
and I think like I do think that there's probably room for both, because it's just like having, I don't know. It's like you can have the Teen Titans go at the same time as the Christopher Nolan or the Snyder Justice League movies, whatever. Like, it's like you can have like, but maybe people are a little more, there's a lot more stuff out there. People are more familiar with like the different tones of the same characters.
Right.
But I do think that we missed out on what would have been an amazing movie either way, which is to see, Adam West play a version of The Dark Knight Returns, whether that's like a, darker version, or if it is in the more lighthearted spirit of like, what happened to this guy who was such a champion of justice? Like, what does that look like at 62, where he's got to like do it all over again? Like,
I do want to see that as well. Like, cause he did, like, when I read that too, cause I kind of felt the same way of like, damn, I kind of want to see that, because they were still young enough, like even at like, that their 60s and 40s, where it was just like, reaching up to 50, where I was like, you know what, I could see this. And then, but yeah, it's like, and again with Teen Titans, I think, what was it? It wasn't Teen Titans Go, but it was just the regular Teen Titans cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't allowed to, because they kept wanting to put Robin in an episode of Justice League. And they wouldn't let them.
Justice League Unlimited. Yeah, right.
Yeah. And they wouldn't let them. So
right, that makes that. Yeah, so it's it's always been a tricky thing. But I will also say one more thing about this, the potential Adam West Batman return that never was.
Right.
There is one type of movie / story that I feel like always works. Is like the most reliable, like entertaining, concept, which is that like coming out of retirement, like one last hurrah, last ride, like end of an era thing. Like, whether it's like Robin and Marion, where it's shot, I don't know if you've seen that film. It's excellent. It's Sean Connery playing an older Robin Hood, coming out of retirement and having like sort of one last reliving of the glory days as that era is dying. It's I think it's probably what inspired The Dark Knight Returns, because like it's essentially that, but you're like, well, instead of Robin Hood, let's do it with Batman. Also like like they're not older, but like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid is like another great example where it's like it's the last adventure of like a bygone era. Or the one I just watched that's so good is Lonesome Dove with you're Tommy Lee Jones and Robert Duvall. It's so good. They're these two like Texas Rangers on like and they're like older now and retired. They're sort of like Jedi. They're like the old Jedi. Like, I think Star Wars like fits for this. It's like, it's like there was the like glory days are like in the past, but we're gonna have like one last adventure kind of thing.
Yep.
It's great. Yeah, it's a great concept. So of course it works with superheroes and Batman and that sort of thing.
It's funny, he said Batgirl sucks. I will disagree with you, James. But I was surprised that there was no mention of like, hey, we should bring back Batgirl too. It's just like, okay, just the boys.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Like,
poor,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what would be great to go with that Adam West movie? Popcorn.
Yeah.
Popcorn would be amazing.
Wait, real quick. I'm sorry, Ryan. It was a perfect transition.
It was.
But before we move on, I just want to say that in that article at the very beginning, they describe Batman's tights as lavender. And this is something, I'm just going to throw this out there as something to think about as we move on to our next topic, which is that is the Adam West 1966 Batman costume purple or blue? I feel like in the remastered editions, even in the show, they refer to it as purple, as like purple tights and a purple cape. And then yeah, the tights are like this like lavender purple. The blue is the cape and the cowl is like a very like deep purple, shiny. Some elements are blue, like maybe like the ears or something. Parts are blue, but like a lot of it's definitely purple. And yet every action figure and bit of merchandise and doll and everything, it's always like a kind of blue, greenish blue, shiny material, and there's no purple in there. I think that's inaccurate.
Well, trying to think of who could we get on here that would know the truth, and I don't think there's anyone left.
I feel like maybe Toy Otter. If anyone
Toy
knows.
Otter would know.
Yeah. I think it's purple. I think it's like a bluish purple, and the tights are like that. You think gray, but I think if you think about it, like because color's all relative, I think
right,
it actually would look more like a purple lavender color.
Right.
Yeah. Just
okay.
Food for thought.
Oh, speaking of food, popcorn. Popcorn's where it's at. Fantastic Four is revealed in their merchandising blitz, which is just starting to happen right now. They revealed, like we were talking about, the Marvel Legends wave that's coming, and then also the popcorn buckets, which I think are pretty cool. This is the one that Kevin just sent me as well. This is the one for the Regal Theaters.
That was my first thought. Yeah, it's like it would be cool if it was the car that you.
It was the car, so I think Regal Theaters. So I think this is the one that you'll probably find in Canada. I think I can never tell because we never got the ghost trap up here that I can remember, and we never got like the coffin for Nosferatu. I think. Like again, I don't know. I'm always like so late to getting to movies that all these popcorn buckets are sold out.
This looks so good. Like if you showed somebody this, like, what do you think this is? The popcorn bucket would be the very last thing you'd say.
But it's pretty cool. It's pretty.
Do you think it's Marvel Legends scale?
Oh, kind of like the Ecto one, where people were putting the Ecto ones with the. Maybe.
They'd be missing a bet.
Oh man. Am I going to need this too? No. AMC, they are doing their own big things here, obviously. So here's their popcorn tins, which also come with like little figures.
That's awesome.
Right? And it looks like, it's like they're, I don't know.
Very familiar design aesthetic.
Yeah, I wonder who they could be trying to lift from. I don't.
Impossible to say,
man. But these figures just pop.
They look fun, Co.
Right? It's like, but you get everybody. You get the Fantastic Four. You get Galactus. You get Silver Surfer.
I don't think that Galactus is to scale.
I don't think it is either. But still pretty cool. This one is my favorite out of the bunch.
Oh my god! Yes.
Because again, this looks massive. I think it just looks massive. Apparently, includes a large popcorn, large drink, and candy, plus a place to store all three. Herbie holds it all for you.
This must be like big.
Well, the trap is massive too, right? Like the ghost trap popcorn.
Man, I feel like Herbie merch. That's the baby Yoda of this movie. I hope this is just the beginning of the Herbie, the opportunities to own some kind of a Herbie.
I was surprised that Hasbro didn't take full advantage of this.
Maybe they will.
Actually, you're right.
This looks fantastic, though. I mean, this looks really cool. My thought is if somebody knows is involved with the production of the actual film in any way, it would be amazing if there was a scene in the movie where Herbie just starts like he's like a little drawer opens up, he starts like eating popcorn out of it, like and then he he kind of like turns to like the camera and he goes like, right, folks? It's a
Right?
pretty good
Yeah.
idea.
Well, the antenna is the straw,
Oh.
right? Like, I
Well,
think
even yes, I mean, like maybe Fantastic Four in the middle of the movie, there's like a movie night, and they're like, Herbie, concessions, and then he comes over, and they're using him just like the people in the audience are, and everyone's looking at each other, and they're like, right, it's
you know
good.
what? I want less adventure and more domestic
Yeah,
in
I mean,
my
if
Fantastic Four movie.
I'm saying that could be a viral moment, that could
But-
be a chicken jockey type moment. I feel
Yeah.
like,
But the arms look articulated,
yeah.
right? Like,
This
it looks
is
like a full-on toy.
This is the kind of thing that would have been like $200 at the Sharper Image when we were kids, and it would just be like,
Dude.
you're never getting that. I don't know what kind of kid gets an actual robot for their birthday. That's what this looks like.
It's super cool. I hope that we're able to get one while we're in San Diego. If we can't, I mean, then we can't. But I don't even know how I would bring it back. So I'd be like, I think it's almost too big.
Just you have to buy it a plane ticket.
Well, I think I would just. I gotta think about that. As I'm only gonna take a backpack with me, and I'm gonna try and cram everything in a backpack on the way home.
Hey, just put them in it like a papoose.
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna. This is what is that called when you bring your animal on board? This is like my anxiety robot.
This is your emotional support robot.
Ah, that's it. Emotional support robot. Right?
I have a note from my doctor, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, ooh, nice. It's Victor Vaughn. Great guy. And then there's this monstrosity. And it's like it's like the size of someone's torso. He
kind of looks like John Cena.
It's Peacemaker. They're gonna use the same head for the Peacemaker bucket. But yeah, it lights up, the eyes light up. This is something I do not want to lug around.
Yeah.
Or have on my lap. However, if you're one of those people that want to collect these, I mean, get it. It's all your thing. Like even King Panther here, he's saying, Doell, here is the truth of the day. All right. This is it. This is the real thing, everyone. I will purchase one of those limited Galactus buckets, and I will not use it for making my popcorn until Alex and Mondo do Fantastic Four 1/6 scale things. There it is. That's the truth.
All right, we got to do it. Can't use this
that's
Galactus popcorn bucket until we do. Now, this is kind of like what a time we live in, right? Where like they've been withholding what Galactus looks like from all the marketing. All you see is his giant foot, and we're introduced to what the character looks like via popcorn bucket.
You know what?
Like what have movies become?
Jacob Walsh said the same thing. Jacob Walsh of Yes Have Some Podcast, Toy Anxiety, and YHS on Monster Island. That Jacob Walsh.
Yeah.
And I said,
I'm with them.
And I'm going to say the same thing to you. Did you not know what Galactus looks like?
Well, not the movie version. Like,
oh, come on.
The movie version.
It looks like Galactus. What more do you want?
I'm just saying, there's got to be like, you want that to be in the movie when you see, you're like, hey, he looks just like he does. Like,
come on.
I don't know. Just like,
I don't know.
Keep it a little bit special. Don't, that's like, giving someone a wrapped present and telling them it's a book. Right?
Really? You think so? I don't
know. A little bit.
Maybe because I got to see it first.
I just kind of right. Yeah, Ryan, you're like, haven't we known what Galactus looks like for 2 years now?
Guys, it's been like a year. We know what he looks like.
Didn't they scan our heads to be the likeness and for the character in the movie?
So
I'm starting that, guys. If Galactus ends up, if you recognize, if he looks a little familiar to you, like one Ryan Doell.
Yeah, I'm going to swerve.
May not be any kind of coincidence.
I'm going to make him a cloud. Derek Hoover, I love how crazy the popcorn bucket shit has gotten.
I feel like they're making movies to sell popcorn buckets now. I guess that's what I'm getting at. It's like popcorn bucket is now taking precedent over the movie.
Right? Towing around. Surprise, it's Galacta. The whole time she's like, better stop that vehicle. just the whole time. Better stop them. Right? That would be amazing. Actually, I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be. I mean, yeah, just surprise us.
Right? We never got like again in Thunderbolts from Bucky. I'm making Rivals references for anyone who plays Rivals. That's all I do now. That's all I do now. When we had a note at work about the moon, all I could think of was Moon Knight going, "The moon haunts you." And that's all I kept. And no one knew. So that way I knew I was the only one at work who plays Marvel Rivals. Yes, right. Well, you can't win them all. Johnny Cock. That's another good Galactica quote. Or it could end with another amazing victory. You could get both. Johnny Cock, I uninstalled Rivals. Guess what?
Now?
I have become a surgeon with Scarlet Witch. I have gotten really good. Dude, I played a game, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I don't even know how this is possible to do it, but I got 54 kills. 54. It's 6 on 6.
That sounds high.
It is high. That's ridiculously high. But I was just shooting people in the face. That's it. That's all I was
just
doing.
Hexing left and right.
Pow, yeah. Right? That's dude, I've gotten so sneaky and clever with her ultimate, because like if you just stand there and do it, people will just shoot you out of the sky and you're dead.
I think it's that Scarlet Witch towel that you got in Japan.
Dude,
I think it has brought you good luck.
I think so. I think you're right. Speaking of video games.
Wait. Before we
Oh my God! You know my segues are so good, and then dude. Now it's like I gotta get as good with my segues as I am with Scarlet Witch's ultimate. Okay, I
gotta interrupt the flow a little bit before we move on from popcorn buckets.
Yes,
there's one popcorn bucket that that I would truly want is not represented.
What's that?
The most obvious popcorn bucket to me would be it's the Thing's hand holding popcorn, and you wear it like a glove. So you're sitting there in your theater seat with like Thing's giant hand just holding like all the popcorn. Like he'd be like, you'd have to like cup it, right? So like it'd be a bowl. But you're just like, you're the Thing, like eating popcorn, you're eating it out of the Thing's hand.
And then so if you have the Thing bucket with one hand as a glove, and you go to Disneyland and you get the Infinity Gauntlet that holds your drink.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Because that's a sipper that you wear, right? So it's like it's the glove holding the drink, the other glove Thing holding the bucket, and then you just kind of like just shove your face in it. But
yeah, you feel powerful.
You feel strong.
And maybe you have like a point in the movie where like the Thing, like he like scoops up some popcorn out of like a cart, and he turns to the camera and he's like, "Right, folks, it's pretty good, huh?" That's how you connect with the audience,
right? Johnny Cock, Doell, do you have a great Doctor Strange to combo your ultimate with teleporter? My buddy Tyler has been playing Doctor Strange, but my favorite thing to do if there's another team member, like the opposite team has a Doctor Strange, and he opens a portal where all of them are starting to run through, I will start my ultimate and I will float through that portal and blast everyone away before they even get out of the portal.
Damn.
It is, dude, like I said, I have become a surgeon. It is so good.
Well, speaking of video games, a new video game involving Marvel has arrived.
It might be one of the greatest trailers I've seen in a long time. Hang on. Let me pull up a screenshot. I'm too scared to share and play things now.
I know, and we're doing them a favor. By promoting it is free advertising.
Right, dude. We are pretty much the voice of video games.
Yeah, that's the number one gaming
YouTube show.
Podcast. Yeah,
that's right. That's what it is. All right. So we've got Marvel, Tokon, Fighting Souls. I just paused it here because I just thought this shot looked awesome.
Yeah, right off the bat, loving the cap look.
I love the vest, that vest jacket thing.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Terrific's jacket.
Oh, I'm all for this. I am all for the
He's finally cool. Like he's finally cool. like Captain America, like I'm sorry if this is controversial. That costume is never gonna be on any top 100 list of superhero costumes.
Wow.
But this looks cool.
Quip's asking, who's the dude in the back? Dude, that's Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Do you not know
Can't you tell by his mohawk?
Come on. Star-Lord, man. Come on. I don't know. I always feel like at some point, like, I think at some point before I get like too old to really do it, I should do a Star-Lord cosplay. I feel like him and I are very like
kindred
spirits in a lot of ways. God bless him. I would fuck up defeating Galactus early. that would be me, 100%. Anyways, this is a new 4-on-4 2D style fighting game. It's done by the same company that now I can't remember the studio's name, but they did Blade. What is that?
Is it Arc?
Arc,
I think.
Right. So they did Jesus Christ. Blaze Blue was one of them. And crap, what was the other one?
They did like the Dragon Ball game.
They did the Dragon Ball game. Dude, it's like if you've ever, I think they even might have done Persona 4 Arena. I think they might have done that one too. Guilty Gear. God, thank you.
Guilty Gear. Man, I played some Guilty Gear back in the day.
Right? Thank you. Thank you. The chat's always here to save the day. I love it. This is dude, everyone looks anime, everyone looks beautiful. I like how you can like punch people into the next like fighting area.
Yeah.
And there's also so many Easter eggs already. So they've debuted 8 characters, 4-on-4. Captain America, Ms. Marvel, Doctor Doom, Star-Lord in this one, Iron Man, who looks very Gundam, by the way.
Oh yeah, Iron Man never looked better.
Right, let's get to it.
And he's a transformer in this one, apparently.
Dude, he's insane. Insane.
I love Doctor Doom's voice too in this.
Right, there we go. There's the shot. Dude, this is so cool. This is so cool.
Storm's looking great. You know, it's got the white costume with the tiara.
Yep.
Very cool.
This looks good. This is a good blend of both of those costumes. I'm also loving the Spider-Man costume as well. I'm always like I get kind of always like, just do the actual costume. Spider-Man's costume is perfect. You don't need to add.
But it's like, this is a little bit of a Super Sentai, version. The only one is like just a regular ass Ghost Rider. Like they kind of didn't do anything.
Come on, like right off the bat, I'm just like, you can't give me Spider-Man, but like
everyone's got amazing, like cool stuff, and he's just got the this is motorcycle.
He's just like, I don't need any cool stuff. I'm a flaming head.
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
flaming skull.
Fair enough,
right? Like, and I don't know if you watched any of the gameplay close up, but the car's in there.
Cool.
He uses the car. I think that's now it just makes me again. It's just like burns that hole deeper of like not getting that HasLab.
Oh,
like it's just like, okay.
Well, maybe there's a chance for the version from this game. They're doing Gamerverse now.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a Gamerverse. It'll just be that one again. Just like we're Gamerverse. Here it is. But yeah, man, it's like I didn't realize that wound never healed, and it opened right back up. The 8 characters, these are great 8 to start with. I got super nervous for a bit because I was like, they're gonna show Wolverine, right? Like Wolverine.
I know. I was like, come on, X-Men. Where are the X-Men?
Right. I got super nervous, and all of a sudden it's like Ms. Marvel. But Ms. Marvel also looks great in this game, by the way. And I was like, Dr. Doom. And I was like, Dr. Doom, okay. And Ghost Rider came out, and that's when I started to get nervous, and I was like, oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Is this just like another Marvel versus Capcom
Infinite
4 or whatever? Yeah, Infinite, whatever.
Yeah, Infinite what? Infinite ass. That's what that game was. And then when Storm came out, it was like this sigh of relief of just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
just give it to me.
I feel like the X-Men should get their own fighting game, like back in the 90s. Like they can sustain their own fighting game.
I 100% agree. I would burn down an orphanage to get Children of the Atom too.
Cyclops' orphanage, to be precise.
Yeah, right. And I'll adopt him. I'm just super happy that they're doing this. A lot of people are like, oh, it's just Marvel versus, and it's like, yeah, like even if it's not just X-Men, which is like my dream game is to get like Marvel versus Capcom 2, but like all X-Men.
Yeah.
But to even just get this, but only Marvel, has me so stoked. Because now I don't have to sit there and go like, well, you only got this many slots for Marvel because the other half has to be for this brand. Now I can be like, hey, if we get 40 characters to choose from, like now we get to do what everyone loves for us to do. We're going to start listing. I want the chat. I want the chat in on this as well.
Yeah. Here we go.
Who do you want to see in this game? And I know everyone has an idea of who they want to see in this game. There's a couple that I think are obvious ones. The Incredible Hulk, for instance. I think, and Thor is another one, and Wolverine. Unfortunately, I just named 3 men, but I mean,
can't stop the man from listing. He's taking the easy ones out.
I'm taking the easy ones out off the table, just right off the bat. But I am going to start with you, Alex. Who do you want to see?
I'm going to say Shuma Gorath. No.
Why not, though? Why not?
Well, again, I don't know, because they can't use that name. I'm already seeing great ones in the chat. Nightcrawler, absolutely. That was the first thing I thought of. Was like, yeah, being able to teleport all over the place.
Luis knows.
Mystique's
another one.
Turn into other characters. But I mean, I was almost certain that Psylocke would show up. Got to see a Psylocke.
Got to see a Psylocke.
I know Marvel Rivals is kind of like burning through a lot of these characters. You know, a lot of them are in the news right now. But I don't care. It's a fighting game. I want to see those characters.
Yeah, they're popular characters for a reason. Let's use them. I'm absolutely down here. Juggernaut, yes,
yeah,
right. Flash 739, Daredevil.
Because it's also like what like super anime versions do you want to see of these characters, too?
Dude? And Rogue is definitely on the top of my list. Like Rogue, Nightcrawler, Gambit.
Just X-Men. Give us an X-Men.
Give me
game.
X-Men.
Give me an X-Men DLC.
King Panther coming through here. His top 3. Captain America's already there, so he needs Carnage, which would be different than Venom.
Yeah, because Carnage has never been in any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, right?
None of these characters have. Silver Surfer and Daredevil. Do you know who'd make a great villain to put in here? Dr. Octopus.
I thought you were going to say Dr. Bong.
Sure. Right? That'd be good. Why not? Black Cat, Luis Ballesteros, right? Like let's get Black Cat in there.
But Doc, I don't mean to move on for Doc Ock. Like, yeah, the tentacles, like perfect for a fighting game. And what's
I'm trying to Scarlet Witch, why not? I already like using her in one game. Bring her in for another.
We don't get the Thing. He used to be like the mascot of Marvel.
I know.
And he doesn't show up he isn't in any of the fighting games.
Not in any of the fighting games.
His clobbering time is his catchphrase.
Right. Angela from Spawn.
Yeah. Spawn, why not?
Why not? Rick Jones,
Devil Dinosaur. Yeah.
And Grumps
Rick
is here.
Jones.
Dude, Grumps is here. Bat Force Radio. Welcome, Grumps. Everyone should be following Grumps on Instagram and stuff as well. He's a cool dude. Everyone go listen to his show. Go to his social medias. Follow him there. Great dude. A big toy collector too. He's one of us. So accept him like one of us. All right. America Chavez from Johnny Cock. Sure. Right? Why not? Right? King Panther agrees. Dr. Octopus. How about Green Goblin with his with his glider? Again, perfect choice. Jubilee.
Definitely.
Craven.
Maybe
Silver Sable,
Quicksilver.
right? Yeah. And Grumps, I always got your back, man. Always got your back. Right? Machine Man, Blade. Hey,
Blade feels like he should be in here. Like,
we got a 2D game. Why is nobody saying slapstick? Yeah, let's get slapstick in here.
Has there ever been a Blade anime? Like, I feel like that would be awesome.
I feel like there might have been
Maybe
something.
there was. Yeah.
Right? Like, let's get him in there. Man, can we do ROM Space Knight as like something out of left field?
I want like a Gurren Lagann style MODOK.
MODOK would, yeah. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had a MODOK, and it was like pretty fun to play. Right? Kylun. Yeah. Like,
All
let's
right,
get weird.
You want to get nuts?
Yeah.
Let's get nuts.
I say slapstick, and everyone just goes bonkers. Right? Now everyone's doing the deep cuts. Here we go. Now everyone's getting real. And I like this. All right. Johnny Cock. Howard the Duck I could honestly see in a game. Just in general. Like that to me seems like a pretty obvious one.
You should at least be like referee.
Yeah, right? Kazar, Sleepwalker, Rocket Raccoon from the Deadheads. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That one seems pretty obvious. I'm kind of hoping we get a Hawkeye in this, just because him and Black Widow also to me seem very anime friendly.
Yeah.
Ultron maybe. I'm trying to think of some cool villains to see too. Black Bolt's Bulldog.
Yeah, Lockjaw.
Lockjaw. Yeah. Let's try to
no
think of
no Inhumans though.
What Captain America villain? Purple Mask. Why am I blanking?
Baron
Zemo.
Red Skull.
Yep. Put all those characters. Captain America, like even Crossbones and stuff. Like there's a lot of cool stuff you could do there. King Panther, Kazar, and She-Devil, and let them have unique finishers, right? Zabu, Thanos. Yeah, I will bet Thanos is in there. I got a feeling there's no way he's not.
Apocalypse.
Like this, right? The idea of Marvel Zombie unlocks with the Deadheads.
Yeah, that's great.
Because these are 3D and stuff, and because even Rivals has been able to do completely different costumes on characters. Like I don't know if you've seen some of the alternate costumes, but some of them are just like
they're crazy.
Capes, no capes. You know, like but the Scarlet Witch I'm using now is a crazy mask. Like it would just be awesome. So I hope they're able to do costumes, and like if they want to do like the classic comic book ones, if they want to get weird, if they want to do zombies, as opposed to just different color palettes. Because I guarantee you people would rather play like maybe an MCU style Iron Man, like a Mark III Iron Man versus this Iron Man, like Gundam Iron Man, as opposed to just like, here's a red one, here's a blue one. I don't know. Maybe
this Iron Man does the armor. They show it turning into the Hulkbuster in one of his moves, right?
Dude, it looked so cool. Flash 739 Boltrock the Leaper. It's long as he speaks French, but if they all speak Japanese, I'm down for that too. Johnny Cock, Kitty Pryde, Lockheed. Yes,
definitely. Maybe Lockheed can grow giant for like an ultimate move, and she can like ride him.
Yes, right. Luis, she Loki. Again, also down for that. I love that costume anyway. I thought it always looked cool. Rick Jones, the Sentinels.
Sure. You just play as 3 Sentinels at once?
Oh my, play as 4.
Why not?
Just 4 Sentinels. If you're allowed to pick the same characters as 4 Sentinels. Like, oh man. Talk about that would be a hate crime at that point. Flash 739, Age of Apocalypse skins. I agree.
Yeah. Just a big giant Iceman. Iceman would be cool. Iceman would have been sick.
Iceman would be a good call in this, right? The Culture Vulture 81, Squirrel Girl, of course. Squirrel Stampede. I'm so sorry.
Again, it was like this was so like kind of Marvel Rivals-esque. I kept expecting like Squirrel Girl to show up and like some of those characters.
Right. And then no chewing. Thank you for being here, hanging out. What we're doing, we're talking
We're listing.
We're listing. What do we want to see in the game? Who do we want to see in the game?
I want to see just regular Peter Parker. Like,
Yeah.
like, and he doesn't have his spider powers. Like, he just has like his camera, so he can like
just
flash
taking photos.
He just blind people with a flash. Yeah, and he like takes a bad picture of them, and like their confidence gets all off. And like,
yeah, nice. Johnny Cock ruining our evening. Arc system works so far. Don't do skins because they hand animate the 3D models.
Oh, for real?
Oh,
so this isn't like cell shaded 3D.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Like right off the bat.
Aunt May, absolutely.
Aunt May would be fun, right? Magic's a good one. She's always a safe bet.
Yeah, it's true.
Bacon McShake, wouldn't be surprised to see Gwenpool or Deadpool for that matter. He seems like a pretty obvious choice.
Yeah.
Archangel.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker from Rear Window.
Because he's using the camera to blind people.
No chewing. Daily Bugle team. It's that Peter Parker pissed off Eddie and yelling JJJ.
J. Jonah Jameson, like a super anime, like
I hope
in a fighting game, that would be amazing.
I hope they have him on a screen in Times Square. If they have a Times Square background, I want to see J. Jonah Jameson
for sure.
screaming.
Like, you imagine him in like a suit that's like armor. It's like
Absolutely, I could. Thunderhouse design. Ronan and Elektra. Be absolutely down for that.
Sure.
I said, Negasonic Teenage Warhead
doesn't get enough love outside of the Deadpool movies.
Agreed, right? Enchantress, another one that doesn't get used enough and hasn't even been in any of the movies yet, I don't think. Right? Longshot's another one. Longshot and Dazzler built for.
But is that fair? Because like
Black Cat's the same deal, right? Like her powers are luck based.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So it's like,
I feel like I feel like you have to have, if you have Longshot in there, you have to have also like Domino or Black Cat apparently, so that it cancels each other out. If you can just
these are great three. Flash 739, Forge, Cable, Bishop. Boom, that's a team.
The future version of this game has all those guys.
Yeah, right? Give me all of that.
How about Nimrod?
Nimrod?
Instead of a regular old Sentinel.
Emma Frost, Magneto, Blob. Put Blob in the game.
Dude, did you ever play that like 2000s? Maybe it was like 99. No, it was definitely after the X-Men movie. But it was like a 3D PlayStation 2 fighting game.
It's like the EA one.
Yes, I think so, because that was like had it had Blob, it had Juggernaut, it had Toad, it had just like, it was every X-Men character, Mystique. They were all in this fighting game. It was really fun,
right? And just like Heather Housen saying, basically the entire Marvel universe. I'm like,
we'll get there. We're listing it.
We'll get there. She-Hulk, Spider-Woman.
Oh, She-Hulk, that'd be sick.
See, she's fun. But again, like when you think about these anime forms, like my first thought is just like, Hawkeye, Black Widow from the Avengers, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, because Quicksilver hasn't been in a game yet either.
Right. Wasp,
Mojo, a Godzilla style Devil Dinosaur. Yes, please.
Devil Dinosaurs are great.
Yep, Man Thing, Magneto, any of the X-Men. I think Nightcrawler in this would still just be amazing in this style. Who would you like to see as the boss, Alex?
There's a boss?
Well, there's got to be a boss, right?
Like, who's behind it all?
Like, or would you like to see it where it's like for the first little bit, if they did 4 unplayable characters because they are the boss, the same way that when
like Street Fighter
first came out, like who would you want to see as like a 4-character team that's a boss that. This is all
right. We're talking
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham for sure. He's like he's the guy who's behind it all. Namor, Galactus, because he's big. And then Reed Richards. He's a mastermind. Maybe he's been, because you can play as Doctor Doom. So maybe the they would have just as many good guys as they have bad guys for the bad guy. So the boss of the bad guy would be Reed Richards. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of like the top villains of villains in Marvel that you could put as a team that would be like, because they already got Doom as a playable character. That's where it throws me
Right,
off.
right.
Because
The
it would be
bad
like,
guys are in the mix.
right. So if you're gonna do like Doctor Doom, Norman Osborn, Red Skull, and I'm trying to think like, hey, maybe do something like a Nihilus.
Oh yeah, I was thinking. I almost said Annihilus earlier.
Yeah, right. Like,
Spirit doesn't get enough love. None of the Fantastic Four stuff gets
Yeah.
enough love in fighting games.
right, which is why I was so like,
Ooh, the Watcher. The Watcher is the final bad guy.
Oh,
He's like a rogue Watcher. Or no, it's not the It wouldn't be the Watcher. It'd be like the Beyonder, right? It would be the from Secret Wars, like some cosmic being that's, or the Game Master.
Right. 5739, Doctor Doom, Franklin Richards, Onslaught, Red Skull.
Onslaught would be sick in this style, but he was the boss of like Marvel versus Capcom.
Right. A lot of these guys were.
Like.
Galactus was too. Yeah. Apocalypse, all that kind of stuff. Thunderhausen, right? Magneto, Green Goblin, Annihilus, and Red Skull. Like that to me.
I think Johnny Cock has cracked it though.
Johnny Cock.
The Herbie popcorn bucket is the final boss. I thought of another popcorn bucket, by the way. This is what I want. This would be the ultimate Fantastic Four popcorn bucket. It's a bucket of full of popcorn, just a regular looking bucket with a note attached that's like, "Dear Ben Grimm, accept this movie treat from your pals, the Yancey Street Gang."
Oh.
And then as you're eating the popcorn, it reveals a plastic dog turd at the bottom of the bucket.
Right. That's gross.
Or it's like a boxing glove that like comes out of the bucket and hits you in the face.
Yeah, just something really mean and degrading would be just absolutely wonderful. Luis, no Phoenix, just Black Queen. Even Phoenix, when you think about it as a boss.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix.
She gets pretty dark.
Or the Phoenix 5.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right, like that would work. What is this? Okay, Bacon McShig looks like Nihilus will be the villain of the Marvel beat 'em up that was announced recently. Oh, which I forgot about as well.
Oh, right.
And Marvel's just coming out swinging, man.
Everyone's hitting that Marvel versus Capcom nostalgia all at once.
Well, and all the games are different, right? Like
they are
like every one of them, right? We need Adam Warlock, Flash 739, right? Like that's another good one. Throw Nebula in a game, like any of the Guardians of the Galaxy. You've already got Star-Lord in there. Throw in a few more just for the banter. I think would be a lot of fun. Trying to think of like good bosses.
Who's left? Like Amphibious?
Well, maybe Red Hulk. Like, is that like because his powers are slightly different? Like, and speaking of which, if we're gonna go like similar, I would not be mad if they also put Miles Morales in this game.
Yeah.
Right, because he plays different. He would play differently too. So, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. boss wise, give me Red Skull. Like, just have him do something ridiculous with Red Skull. Nazis are evil. We like punching. So let's throw one in there. Let's punch some of those Nazis. And I'm trying to think of just trying to like X-23 maybe. Thinking. I gotta look around my Marvel Legends and be like, look behind Sauron.
Sauron would be cool. That'd be boss potential. You know, maybe. Maybe
boss-ish.
Because he flies around. Maybe like Apocalypse and his 4 horsemen.
Whoa! Like you fight the 4 horsemen as a team like this.
Yeah, but maybe
and then you fight Apocalypse on his own as like the main boss.
And maybe it's different Marvel characters that have been turned into the 4 horsemen. Yeah.
Oh,
so
dude,
War Machine is War, and
they haven't done that. That seems pretty obvious. Luis, Superior Spider-Man. All right, I'm down with that. 5739, Sentry as the boss.
Oh yeah.
As the Void.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, right? Bacon McShig, the Black Order. Oh, dude, I got it. It's 4 people, right? A team of 4.
Yeah.
The Wrecking Crew.
Ah, nice.
That's it.
Or
have a good night, everyone.
The Meching Crew, because it's like anime, so they're in these giant mechs and they come in, they smash everything.
Dude, that would be amazing. But that's funny. Because I can see it in my head just because of the purple green suit and like just all the different colors they have.
Ball, the big crowbar.
Yeah, right. I can see all of that. Dude, that'd be so good. The Wrecking Crew would be fun though, like in this style. And that's another group of villains that just doesn't get enough love.
I don't even know what they're from. Are they like
they're
Spider-Man
Avengers villains? No, they're Avengers, right? I think it was hang on. I can't talk about they didn't get no respect. What's their names? The Wrecking Crew.
Like who they are individually, isn't it? Like it's like Crusher
Crowbar?
And Stomper. Bad to the Bone. Skull Smasher.
Right. Yeah. So it's like
Pulverizer. Isn't one of them Pulverizer?
I think so, but I think the one
with help us out.
Yeah, the not Crowbar. Like is it Wrecker? Like who just has the wrecking ball? Hang on, someone has to know.
Wait, so on the Wrecking Crew, there's somebody who's just Wrecker. They're like, guys, we're the Wrecking Crew.
I think
what are our names gonna be?
Now,
and he's like, I'm gonna be Wrecker.
Yeah, right.
I'll be
Pile Driver.
I was close with Pulverizer.
Oh man, Absorbing Man would be good too. That's a good call. Hang on.
Yes.
Wrecking Crew Marvel.
Thunder Bulldozer.
Pile Driver. Thunderball. Thunderball. He beat Thor 1-on-1.
That bastard.
Right? And
what about the Serpent Society? How where's their love?
Right? Where is their love? Because they'd be good for any of these. They'd be good for a beat 'em up game, I think. Right?
Beta Ray Bill. Yes.
Yeah,
sure.
dude.
But he was in a video game recently, right? There's been so many of these, like, was it like something like Marvel Sons or something?
Like that one didn't. I remember seeing the trailer for that at first. I was like, oh, sweet. And I saw what it was. And I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And then Marvel heard that and they were like, hey, we got to make something for Doell. And all of a sudden it was like, poof. And now they're making too much for Doell.
I think Flash 739 has it for the boss of the game. Maestro Hulk. Absolutely. The dude is wearing like a bandolier of everyone's stuff. He's already defeated everyone once, and now he's going to do it again.
What is Marvel's Avengers or Marvel's Justice League team?
Oh, the
Squadron Supreme?
Squadron. I was going to say Defenders, but yeah, Squadron Supreme with Power Princess and Shadow
Prism.
Hawk. And Hyperion.
Prism's the other one. All of that. Put some of those characters in there so you can build that team.
Or just put like Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman.
Hey,
DC, the gauntlet has been thrown. Where is your anime-inspired fighting game? It's always Mortal Kombat if you do anything. Come on.
Maybe Superman should be the boss.
Yeah, come on. They're going toe to toe with the movie theater.
Just DC, the Warner Brothers executives. Like who they should put Kevin Feige and Gunn. Feige and Gunn. Put them both in here. Let them fight. I'd be totally down for that. Okay, this is it. This is the episode. Because I gotta get going back to workies. I know that sucks. But that's life. There we go. Remove pop. Okay.
Well, we've
there
done
we
a
go.
lot of stuff. We talked about Adam West, and we've talked about popcorn, and we've talked about every single character in the Marvel universe. So what
Yep.
what else is there to say?
Nothing. That's it. We did it. We did it all. We did it all. Yeah. And then we'll figure out what's gonna. Hopefully, some stuff will come out next week, and we'll something to talk about. But otherwise, that is it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I think I'm gonna do an episode on DL44 this week.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna try to.
Where's the Star Wars fighting game? Come on.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those since PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that back. So I'll be doing Star Wars. Not with Trevor. Trevor and I dropped an episode last week. We dropped one of those, so please go check it out over at DL44. And I think if I drop one this weekend, work pending, it's going to be on Battlefront 3 and what I would have liked to seen, even though EA just like laid off a whole entire studio in the past couple of weeks. So I don't think that's happening. I don't think Battlefront 3 is happening now, but clearly that's still popular. So that's very cool. So I want to talk about that a little bit. And then of course Toy Anxiety on Tuesdays, and then we'll be back here next week. Alex, what's happening with you?
I'm just working. I'm working away. We got Ghostbusters Day is this Saturday. Toy Anxiety just reviewed our Peter Venkman and Sam Hain 2-pack. So if you're interested in getting to see what the final product looks like, you can go over there, check it out. You can follow me on at Fanplastic4 on Instagram. And be posting stuff there right now on Mondo. I don't know if he's still available, but we put out a Filmation inspired Beastman cool. 1/6 figure, which it's it's based off the original Beastman body, which was sculpted by May Tamtaranya, but then I sculpted like the new parts to make him cartoony, I guess. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I did the trap, the Filmation style trap jaw too. So like seeing the two of them together, it's like they look like a good gang. So yeah, nice. You can check that out on mondoshop.com if you're so inclined.
That is awesome. Cool. So that said, we will see you next week, and have a great night, and keep reading comics.